In the heart of Africa, far from the touch of civilization, lies a mysterious jungle teeming with life. It is wild, dangerous, and beautiful. In this jungle, a child is born, not to apes, but to humans. He loses his parents to the harsh realities of nature, but is raised by creatures of the wild. He grows into a strong, smart, and brave man who swings through trees, hunts wild beasts, and lives among animals. But deep inside him lies a question: who am I? This is the extraordinary tale of Tarzan, the human raised by apes, in his journey. To discover where he truly belongs, the Jungle Bertha, a British couple, Lord and Lady Greystoke, were sent on a mission to Africa. They arrived on a desolate coastline, far from help. With them came hope for a new life, and soon a baby boy was born. They named him John Clayton. But tragedy struck early. First came disease, then a violent group of wild apes. One fateful day, the apes attacked. Both parents were killed. Their tiny child was left alone in the wooden cabin they had built. Kala, a female ape who had recently lost her own baby, heard the child's cries. Her heart softened. She took the baby as her own. She named him Tarzan, which meant white skin, in their ape language. And so, Tarzan was raised among apes, never knowing his true parents or his human name. Growing up among apes, Tarzan learned the jungle's rules early. Life was harsh. Food had to be hunted. Enemies were everywhere: leopards, snakes, and even other apes. But Tarzan was different. He was smaller and weaker than the other ape children, but smarter. He watched and learned. He studied how animals moved, how birds flew, how apes climbed trees. His fingers were quick, his mind sharp. The other apes mocked him. Some even attacked him. But Kala always protected him. Tarzan began to explore beyond his tribe. One day he found the old wooden cabin, his real parents' home. Inside, he discovered strange things: books, a mirror, a knife. He stared at the mirror, shocked. He was not like the apes. His skin was smoother. His eyes were clearer. For the first time, Tarzan felt confusion. Who am I? He taught himself to read from the books left behind. Slowly, he connected words to pictures. Learning English with no teacher, learning human ways, Tarzan grew into a powerful young man. He became the best climber, the fastest runner, and the bravest hunter among the apes. He even killed the fierce leopard Sabor using a knife he found in the cabin. After that, the apes feared and respected him, but his heart was restless. He often returned to the cabin to read, learning more about the human world, its language, its tools, its customs. Still, he didn't fully understand what it meant to be human. One day, an African tribe moved near the jungle. Tarzan watched them from the trees. They looked like humans. He was curious, but he stayed hidden. That changed when he saw them hurt a young woman. He couldn't stay silent. Tarzan attacked and saved her. She was scared at first, but thankful. This was Tarzan's first contact with the human world. He didn't speak yet, but he wanted to. The first encounter with humans, time passed. One day, a group of white people arrived by boat. Among them was a beautiful young woman named Jane Porter, her father, and their friends. Their ship had crashed. Near the jungle, Tarzan saw Jane and was fascinated. She looked like the drawings in the books. She was graceful, kind, and intelligent. For the first time, Tarzan felt something new: love. When Jane wandered into the jungle and was attacked by a wild animal, Tarzan saved her. He took her safely to the cabin. She was shocked by him, a wild man, nearly naked, speaking no words but clearly protecting her. He couldn't speak yet, but he brought her food and made her feel safe. Slowly, Jane taught him words. He learned quickly. His reading skills amazed her. She realized he had been teaching himself all this time. The two became close. Tarzan showed her his world, the trees, the animals, the beauty of the wild, but her people were searching for her. Love, conflict, and identity. When Jane's group found her, they were stunned by Tarzan. Some saw him as a wild beast. Others, like Jane, saw the kind man within. One of Jane's suitors, Clayton, disliked Tarzan. He was jealous and wanted to take Jane back to America. Tarzan faced a choice: remain in the jungle or go with Jane to a world he had never known. But then, he learned a shocking truth. The books in the cabin, the items inside, the name, John Clayton, they were all his. He was the real heir to the Greystoke family. He was a lord. Tarzan said goodbye to his ape family, including Kala, who tearfully gave him her blessing. He boarded the ship to follow Jane to America, but it was not a happy journey. Journey to civilization in the civilized world. Tarzan felt like a stranger. He wore fine clothes, spoke English well, and behaved like a gentleman. But his heart was not at peace. People gossiped. Some mocked his jungle past. Others feared him. Jane was torn. She loved Tarzan, but her family had plans for her to marry Clayton. She didn't know Tarzan was the real heir and believed he would never fit in. Tarzan found city life strange and fake. People lied, pretended, and followed rules that made no sense. He missed the honesty of the jungle, the roar of the animals, the peace of trees. When he finally revealed his identity as Lord Greystoke, it was too late. Jane had agreed to marry Clayton to protect her father from financial ruin. Tarzan didn't stop her. He chose to let her go, believing she would be happier in her world. Final choice brokenhearted, Tarzan returned to Africa. But this time, not as a wild man or an ape child. He was both human and beast, and he accepted that. He reunited with the apes and became their leader. He used his knowledge to protect them from hunters and outsiders. One day, Jane came back. Her heart had never left the jungle. She had broken off her engagement and wanted to live freely. She found Tarzan once more swinging through the trees. They spoke not with fear or doubt, but with understanding in the jungle. Among the wild things, Tarzan had found not only his strength, but his soul. The story of Tarzan is not just about a man raised by apes. It is about identity, love, and the choice between comfort and truth. Tarzan had everything in the city: wealth, status, a name. But he gave it all up to return to where his heart truly belonged. In the end, Tarzan was not just a jungle man or a nobleman. He was both. He was strong, smart, brave, and kind. He protected the weak, loved deeply, and stood tall in two worlds. And whether in the trees of the jungle or the halls of human society, he remained one thing above all: Tarzan of the Apes. Asterisk, thanks for watching. If you really like the story, please do share, subscribe, comment on my channel World Stories. See you on the next video.